Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing primarily fiancé and marriage visas from Laos. Now, for the past, I think it's 2 years, we've had issues associated with processing visas for Lao nationals, either here in Thailand and especially up in Laos through the U.S. Embassy in Laos. And there is I think there's some very welcome news on that front. And this is from la.usembassy.gov. And so this is from the U.S. Embassy in Laos. And the announcement, immigrant visas, important note, quoting directly, the Secretary of State has authorized the lifting of most sanctions on U.S. visa issuance to Laos citizens. Sanctions were imposed under U.S. Immigration and Nationality Act, Section 243D. As a result, the majority of Laos citizens who have applied or will apply for non-immigrant and immigrant visas to the United States will no longer be subject to INA 243D visa sanctions. Sanctions remain in place for certain senior officials of the Lao PDR government, pending further cooperation with the United States with respect to accepting Lao PDR nationals designated for removal from the United States. So that's kind of a political issue, the thing about the senior officials. But let me just reread this. As a result, the majority of Lao citizens who have applied or will apply for non-immigrant and immigrant visas to the United States will no longer be subject to INA 243D visa sanctions. So essentially, the stoppage that was issued a couple years ago has come to an end. And I think that we can safely say, unless there's some extenuating circumstances at play, those who are applying for are currently processing a K-1 fiancé visa, a K-3 marriage visa, a CR-1 marriage visa, or CR-1 marriage visa, or an IR-1 visa, or an immigrant relative visa for Lao national, especially processing through the U.S. Embassy in Laos. I think it's safe to say that we're looking at smoother sailing ahead because there is no longer this sanction in place. It's now possible to continue consular processing and presumably ultimately have a visa issued to most Lao nationals looking to go to the USA.